Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got some new music for y'all. I got 4 albums I'm going to talk about, so let's get straight into it. The first album we're going to talk about is the Chase B album that came out this week, which was called Be Very Afraid. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like this album. I thought the album was kind of boring, and to me, felt like a lot of rappers that were on here just didn't really care, in my opinion. I feel like the Don Toliver feature was kind of okay. The Travis Scott feature was, I don't know. You just everything just blended into one sound, in my opinion. It just sounded like one big giant sound that wasn't really my cup of tea, I guess. Apparently Chase B does a lot of good beats. I don't really know what beats he's done. Obviously, I don't know everything, but yeah, this really wasn't for me, unfortunately. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I think there were a few standouts. I think Babyface Ray did do a good job on his verse whenever he popped up, as well as I feel like Sofego did pretty well as well, and Sheck West. But again, the songs on here are I don't know. I don't want to say they're throwaways, but they don't feel like songs that were given to artists to actually use on their album. It just felt like songs they were just making for fun that ended up going on a project from a producer, which to me is a bit sad because it's I don't want you to put out, I want you to put out quality and not just things that are gonna boost the sales or things like that. You know what I mean? That's just me though. Anyways, now to our second. Oh, my bad. Let me first of all talk about what I would rate it. My rating for that one is a 2.2 out of 10. It's not great, not my cup of tea. Let's just move on quickly from that because I didn't like it out that much. Next we have Concrete Boys. It's Us Volume 2. They did a It's Us. Jeez, man, I can't talk. Volume 1 in 2025 last year, which I thought was decent. It wasn't terrible, but it just didn't really have a lot of songs on there that I would probably play over and over again. Except for the on the radar cipher, thought that was pretty good. So let's talk about it. It's Us Volume 2, right? We have some new people in here. We don't have everybody's not the same here. I will say this is definitely better than the last project. We're only gonna go up from here, by the way, because that last project was not it for me. So yeah, It's Us. I thought was an okay collection of songs. I know it's more like a compilation. It's not really an album. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's like a compilation to me. And it had a few good songs. I don't think anything that I would really go back to. I think Yachty did his thing. It sounds very Detroit-esque on here. And yeah, I mean, you got V's on a couple songs that are pretty good. I think the group did okay. I think that they had some good verses. Again, no bad songs, no great songs either, in my opinion. None that I'm really going back to. And it did feel a bit long at some points, but that's fine. I think that was it's fine. It doesn't really matter that much to me. But yeah, I gave this album a 5.1 out of 10. Again, I feel like it's kind of just there. I don't think it's anything crazy to me. But yeah, kind of just there. Next, we have Boldy James and Rome Streetz. We have Boldy James and Rome Streetz in their album called Manhunt. This is a very, very, very short album, only 18 minutes and 7 songs. I think the album was just kind of fine. I think that both rappers on their own are great, and I think that they both have their strengths and their weaknesses. But I personally I think I like both of these rappers quite a bit. I like Boldy, I like his voice, I like his cadence, I like his punchlines. Rome Streetz, I also think he has really good punchlines, and I like his flow. I think his flow is really unique to anybody that's coming out right now. And when I heard about this, album that they were releasing, I was like, oh my gosh, this could be really good. Knowing it's only 7 songs is a bit disappointing, but in my opinion, it's not that bad anymore because I don't think any of the songs on here are crazy good. Both of them have both done better songs, in my opinion. I think it's a good collection of what a collab project would be like from them. I just don't think it's them at their best currently here. I think the production was kind of safe, in my opinion. I don't think anything here was outstanding or really caught my eye. Again, I feel like one of these albums, I'm not really going back to any of the songs on here, unfortunately. But I think my favorite song would be Cheat the Grind or Only One. Those two are kind of my favorite. Or Like Biggie Did. That's a pretty good song too. But yeah, again, just a little bit disappointing in my opinion. But it's not bad for sure. Out of 10, I would give it a 6.6 for me. So yeah. Again, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on all these albums in the comments below. And, get to me on what you guys think about, these albums that are coming out. The last album we're going to be talking about is a deluxe album, actually. It's a deluxe album from, if you guys know, I did a video, my top 25 albums, I think, or top 50 albums. I think it's top 25 albums of 2025. And we had an album called Hyper Youth by Joey Valence and Bray be up there in like the top 10, I think. Or maybe it was number 11. One of the two, right? But they just released a deluxe for it called Hyper Youth The After Party, or in quotations after, or brackets, After Party, right? So I was really hyped for this because this was really high on my albums of the year last year. And I'm just interested to see, what new sound or like, how can they add to it. And to me, this is nowhere near the songs that they added on this like deluxe is nowhere near as good as the original album in my opinion. The only song that I really like would kind of go back to is kind of an interlude really in my opinion, and that's How Does It Feel to Be Young. Feels way more like an interlude, but I love the synth on there and I love the build up that it brings to the song, and that's probably my favorite song off here. It's probably the only one I really go back to. But again, it's kind of like this interlude. It's only like a minute and a half song, so it's nothing crazy. I think the other songs aren't bad, but I think they just are a bit basic in their sense. Like, I feel like they really hit the mark on what they're trying to get their point across in the original album with the songs that they chose. With these new ones, I feel like they're just like a dumbed down version of their, songs they already had on their album, which is not really. I'm glad they didn't put these on the album because I don't know if they made these after. I don't know what happened, right? But I'm glad these ones weren't on the album because I much prefer the album songs over the deluxe ones. Again, not a bad performance by any chance. Like, it's still good. It's still good, right? But for me, I would give it a 6.9 out of 10. I don't think anything crazy here happened from both. I think they both had, solid bars. Again, they're kind of playful, simple, but just kind of give you that vibe that's like, good time, have fun, things like that. And I got that from here, but it just wasn't as good as the original album in my opinion. That's really it. So with any of these albums, let me know what you guys thought about them in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And also, what would you guys rate it? What was your favorite songs from either of the albums, Let me know that down in the comments below as well. And yeah, it's been your boy Tone. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe for more content like this. And have a beautiful day. Peace.